My appointment was cancelled for being 5 minutes late. I guess I have to reschedule. This happened about 4 years ago when I got a summer job at my university. The job was working for professors that I had worked with before, and they asked me last minute to teach a summer workshop to 9th and 10th graders. So with less than 2 weeks before the camp starts, I have a bunch of paperwork to do first, including clearances that say I can work with kids. One of these is an official FBI check for which they need my fingerprints. Well, I needed to do the physical fingerprinting right away in order to get the result in time. Luckily, I was able to book a fingerprinting appointment for that Friday, booked 24 hours in advance. As required, which would be just barely enough time to get the result. That Friday I catch the subway to campus and it's atrociously slow. I'll admit I should have planned for this. The subway here is always behind. Anyway, I end up slightly late getting to campus, so I literally run to the police station and enter the front room at exactly 5 minutes after my appointment time. I know this because as I stepped through the door, I felt my phone buzz with what turned out to be a "your appointment has been cancelled" email. I speak to the security/cop behind bulletproof glass inside, and I learn the appointment was cancelled after he checks my confirmation number. Apparently they are automatically cancelled if you're not checked in within 5 minutes. Obviously this is outrageous, but I'm usually a patient guy. I ask if I can book a new appointment. That's no good since it would have to be Monday or later. So I grab a coffee from across the street and return to sit inside the police station to try and solve this with some Googling, while I slip into a more and more frantic state of frustration. I can't find anywhere in the city that can fingerprint me before Monday, but here's what really pushed me over the edge. While I'm sitting there at this point 30 minutes past my appointment time, someone else comes in for fingerprints. She shows up 5 minutes early. They take her in immediately and she's out before her appointment was even scheduled to begin. The entire thing took her about 2 minutes. I point out to the cop behind the glass, as politely as I can, that clearly someone could see me right now because her appointment is already over. Why can't I have the current slot? But the cop insists that since my appointment was cancelled, my registration info was no longer in the system and I can't be seen today. That's when the idea comes to me and I confirm with him that showing up early is not a problem, because they would have my appointment and registration info in the system. You see where I'm going with this? So I quietly sit back down and take out my phone. About 10 minutes later I calmly approach him again and say hello. I have a new appointment to be fingerprinted. I'm about 72 hours early. I have never seen such an exasperated sigh in my life, but he checked my new confirmation number and everything was in order. Within 10 minutes I was walking back out after getting fingerprinted. TLDR appointment was automatically cancelled because I was 5 minutes late. I can't go in now because my registration info is not in the system. But I can make an appointment for Monday and show up 72 hours early. At least he didn't try to fight with you about it. I wouldn't have considered that. This one sounds like both of you are maliciously complying with regulations from the faceless bureaucracy. Like I suspect the system somehow just wouldn't take your prints if you didn't have a, not cancelled, appointment, but once there was a way to do it, the officer went along. Love it, rolling on the floor laughing, and smart thinking on your part. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe. It's free. Check out some other videos I've made.